Pig is a movie that's now out and stars Nicolas Cage as a truffle hunter named Robin. He is living with his pig in the middle of the woods, isolated from the rest of the world. While society goes on, he's cut off all communications. And one day in the middle of the night, some people come in and they take away the pig. And so Robin has to find this pig along with Amir, played by Alex Wolff, who is one of his buyers. This is the first 10 minutes of the movie, and it's also not the movie. Because the premise is that's what it sells you on. But really, there's a lot more going on in Pig. It's basically sort of a narrative device to really get the story going. In actuality, Pig is about a lot of other things and a lot of other themes that are being tackled in its character study, which is really what it is. What you're essentially witnessing here is Nicolas Cage's character having a lot of revelations and a lot of self-discoveries along the way. And there's something very fascinating about watching a film like that, because at the end of the day, when you look at the actual premise of the film, which is to find a pig, you'll be surprised at how deep this movie gets. There's a couple of scenes in particular with Cage where he's talking to someone and the way he sort of frames sentences and he brings forward anecdotes to them was sometimes even heart-wrenching. There's definitely a few moments which will have a lump in your throat. And Cage in this movie gives, honestly, one of the best performances of his entire career. And I've seen him in so many movies. I've seen him in almost every movie he's ever made. And going off of all of that, this is some of his best work. His character is so brilliantly realized, and you understand the world he occupies so well, and you understand his motivations very clearly. But more than that, he's a character who's been through a lot, and you can feel his grief and you can feel his emotional stakes in all of this really coming through the screen. Also, not to be discounted though, is Alex Wolff, who is also really good in the movie. There's a couple of moments with him which were really, really terrific as well. But a lot of this movie, like I said, comes down to that. It comes down to caring about these characters and how you're essentially, as a witness, watching all of it, and you're also being invested into the story. But Alex plays a very interesting role in that regard, because he's essentially, in a way, being transformed by everything that he is witnessing with this character. And so his perception and worldview changes at the same time as everybody else's around him, which I thought was also really great. It's a gorgeously shot movie with some gorgeous visuals and some really brilliant direction. There's a few scenes in particular in terms of dialogue that really, really stand out. Like I said before, one in a restaurant, which was incredible, might have been the best scene of the movie. And it's also amazingly scored. The soundtrack is gorgeous, beautiful musical score. And the movie is also very good at not exactly telling you things. It very much eases you into the scenes. It sort of gives you the context more visually. Yes, there's a lot of dialogue in it, but it tries to form its world by showing you rather than telling you, here's this power of, hierarchy of power, here's this. And so I like the fact that it's not exactly spoon feeding you as you're watching it. And while it can be a bizarre, strange experience to watch at times, which it definitely is, it's very surreal in moments, as is almost every Cage movie ever made. The film definitely brings it down to earth in its more human moments, no pun intended. I actually had no flaws with this movie. I'm genuinely thinking if I had a single major issue with it, and I did not. Pig is one of the best movies I've seen this year by a mile. It is absolutely brilliant, and it's a film that you have to check out as soon as possible. As soon as you get a chance to see it, please do go see it. I actually saw it a few days ago, and I was thinking about what I wanted to say about it, and I was mulling the review over in my head for quite a while. And so I kept going back and forth on whether or not I was absolutely adoring it or whether I was trying to, look for flaws too much while I was watching it. And frankly, I couldn't find any major issue with it. It's a film that just absolutely worked for me on every level a film should, and it's a film that is deserved a celebration. It really needs to be put among that best movies list as and when the year comes to a close. And I'm gonna give Pig a very well-deserved 10 out of 10. I feel like that rating is going to be a divisive one. I feel like some people are going to see that and say, what the hell is wrong with you? Some people are going to say, it absolutely deserves it. And I can see that. A lot of people may not really like Pig. Maybe they'll think it's not as good, or maybe they'll think it's a very messy movie. And I completely understand if that happens. But I kept thinking if I had any major issues with it, and when I don't have any kind of major glaring issues with the movie, it's very easy to look past for me, and that's where the grades come in like this. So here we are. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you've seen Pig, let me know what you guys think about it. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the movies.